Hello, in this video we will be going through PSLE 2021. Okay, so I'll be touching on Booklet A and Booklet B of Paper 2. So I'll try to go through most, if not all of the questions. So you can just feel free to pause as and when you need to take down notes. It'll be good if you have a notebook with you. Alright, so without further ado, let's move on. Question 1. I can't help, okay, this is a common saying, okay, I need you guys to know this. I can't help but, okay? So I can't help but, what does this mean, right? This means what? You are inclined to. Okay, I can't help but feel sorry for someone. Juliana can be the captain. She set a good example for the team members over the years. So this is always, like, 2020 we've gone through a similar question. So this is always determined by the first part here. It is she's, right? What is she's? She's is basically she has set a good example. So it is the opposite. So this is quite straightforward. What's the answer? Answer is 2, right? Hasn't she? Oh, where's my precious ring? It was blank. These jewelry pieces just yesterday. So what's the answer here? Answer is 4, among. Alright. Kamal made his baby sister giggle. Okay, it's quite straightforward again. Giggle. There is blank truth in what she said. Don't believe her. So not a lot of truth. So which one indicates not a lot of truth? It can't be some, can't be much. Now it's few or little. What's the difference? Few is countable. Little is uncountable. Or rather non-countable, okay? So would you say 1 truth, 2 truth? You don't, right? You can't count truth. So what's the answer? It can't be few, therefore it is little. Because why? Truth is non-countable. Now next, Muthu wished he had heeded his mother's advice, okay? Because why? He's talking about something in the way back in the past. Now he wished he had heeded it, but it was too late, okay? Tom objected to blank on a camping trip as he did not like outdoor activities. So this is the whole the whole activity, right? So what is it? It's actually going on a camping trip. He's opposing to this whole thing. Okay, just because there's a to here does not mean that this word is go. Okay, in this case it is going. Got it? Now, question 8. The peacock was caught by the animal rescue officers and something to the zoo. This one, simple, taken to the zoo. Okay. As the guard was blank, the impression that the hall was empty. What is this? This is 4. Under the impression, okay, it goes together here, just like in question 1, right? Just like this question. No other way around it, okay? Under the impression. The burglar, blank, everyone in the family had gone out, broke into the house through an open window. So what it's saying is that what? As he was breaking into the house, he had this thought that what? Everyone in the family had gone out. So thinking, okay? Because why? If you say thinking, what does this tell you? It tells us what? At the same time. Okay? Which is why I mentioned that what? As he was breaking into the house, he was thinking that everyone had gone out. Okay? We move on. Question 11. Wei Ming was blank, ashamed of himself when he realized that he had knocked over an old lady. Okay, so what is it here? It is utterly. What does utterly mean, right? Completely. So he was completely ashamed of himself. Entirely, yes, it kind of means completely as well, but here it does not really fit. It does not really fit the context. Okay, doesn't really make sense in this sentence. Now, question 12. The device was dropped many times during the experiment, but remained undamaged. So it was proved to be sturdy. Okay, sturdy means what? How do I say? Not easily broken. Okay, not easily broken. Now, 1 and 3, right? They are similar. Okay, why? Because they're talking about balance, right? Related to balance, something that is stable, something that is steady. Then we have 4, secure. Secure is usually like, talking about safety. Safe and secure, okay? Question 13, your parents are busy at work. Do not bother them with trivial. Okay, trivial is talking about what? Not important. Basically, your small stuff. Okay, shallow. Shallow is, not much depth to it. So how would we use shallow? Perhaps to describe someone's thinking. Like if they're very... they don't think with much depth, not sophisticated, and then therefore we will say that what? They are very shallow. Then essential is important, okay? Now moving on, 14, although there was a lot of blank that Ronald will receive the award. So there's a lot of rumors going on, right? There are rumors. Nope, this is ugly. Ugly handwriting. Okay, so again, rumors. So a lot of rumors, therefore people would be speculating, speculation. Yes, you might be wondering why is it not suspicion, right? But suspicion, yes, suspicion will also be based on rumors, correct? But when we suspect, when there is suspicion, it has a negative tone to it, a negative idea. Okay, so when we suspect, when we have suspicion, perhaps for who did a crime, perhaps, okay? So, because it's a crime, right, therefore it's negative, and therefore suspicion would be more appropriate for that case because suspicion has a negative connotation to it. Now, 15, Jenny blanked the challenge of not knowing the language by engaging a local guide to accompany her. So this is a challenge, correct? A challenge. So she overcame the challenge. So how do you say overcome? Overcome is to get round, okay? Get round means to overcome. Get by is to survive. And get off is, you can get off a bus, right? Get off a bus or get off scot-free, unpunished, okay? Unpunished. Then got beyond, I'm not even sure exactly if there's any, appropriate meaning to this, okay? But what you guys know is that just these three, okay? These are important. Got it? Okay, moving on, question 16. Please, Mom, I promise I'll take good care of it, it being the rabbit, okay? So Lisa pleaded. What is pleaded? Pleaded means to request, right? To beg. Now, which word here best resembles plead? It would be appeal. Okay, now what is declared? Declared means to announce. What does it mean to assert? It means to agree. And emphasize means to draw attention to. Okay, so if you don't know, you can just use process of elimination. That's why I tell all my students to apply anyway when it comes to MCQ. Okay, let me write it up. Process of elimination. Got it? Next, 17. Mrs. Lowe thought Lisa was old enough to take on the task of caring for a pet. So task, which word here best resembles or best fits the context of task? It would be responsibility, right? She gives her this responsibility of caring for the rabbit. Now what's assignment? Assignment is like homework. Yes, it can mean task, but in this case it doesn't really make sense, okay? She doesn't give Lisa the assignment, right? Assignment is sort of like you do once and you complete, but in this case it is a lifelong, sort of like a lifelong responsibility. Got it? Obligation means agreement. And mission, I assume most of you guys play video games, so you guys would know what mission means, correct? Like, here's a mission, go here and shoot this, shoot that, alright? Question 18 is for the sake of the animals, for the animals' interest. So which word here best fits the context? It will be for their welfare, okay? Here to ensure potential pet owners. Potential means possible. Therefore, there we have it, 19, 2, possible. Okay, straightforward, this one. 20, on a whim. What does on a whim means? It means to do something impulsively, without second thought. Okay, impulsively. Without hesitation, without second thought. What is compulsively and what is uncontrollably? They are the same thing, okay? You are urged. Okay, urged to. Like you do something out of urge, right? Unexpectedly, you guys know, right? Like surprise. Alright? Okay, visual text, I just want to go through the last question about the purpose. Okay, what's the main purpose of this article? Now, when we consider purpose, we look at visual text as a whole, okay? As a whole, in its entirety. We don't just look at sections, of it. So we consider these two pages, right? What are they telling us? They give us information about, Bukit Town Park. Then they give us directions, how to get there, what to do, what not to do. Then they give us all these activities that are present at Bukit Town Park. So essentially, what is it trying to do? It's trying to sell like Bukit Town Park to us, right? He's trying to sell the whole idea to us. He's trying to encourage us to pay a visit. Okay, it's not just about how to get about. No, because why? If this is the case, then you're just focusing on one section of it. Okay, it's not just to inform us how to travel to. No, again, because why? If you write this, then you're just focusing on this section, right? But again, you have to consider the visual text as a whole. Okay, clear? All right. So it is question 28 will be option number 3. Encourage readers to pay a visit to the park. Okay, booklet B, grammar MCQ. Alright, so this one is a bit easier than the 2021. If you've watched the previous video, you'll notice that the 2020 paper 2 booklet B was actually quite challenging. But this one is still manageable. Alright, so we move on. Question 29. We all yawn, but why? What is behind the yawn? So same approach. I write my answer. I would advise you guys to cancel it out as well, even in the exam, okay? This is good practice. So while several people have attempted to explain this common behavior, something has proved to be certain. So has is singular, correct? So as a result, the answer is none. You'll probably be thinking between few and none. But few is plural. And none is singular. Therefore, answer here is none. So thought yawning had the benefit of removing from our bodies bad air. Okay, this is straightforward, which was making us ill, right? It predicts that colder air in the environment should cool the brain better than hot air. We are something more likely to yawn when the weather is cool. So when the weather is cool, this is cause, right? So what's the effect? You're more likely to yawn. This is effect. So if you're talking about cause and effect kind of scenario, you use words like therefore. Okay, cancel out L. There are studies that suggest a link between outside temperatures, something. Some people have debated about the brain cooling theory. So even though there are studies, people still debate, right? So what's the word here? This is a conjunction. It would be although, right? Although. Between outside temperatures and yawning. Okay, between something and something. This is straightforward, right? There is, this is, however. How will you know this? Because why? However, if you use it in the middle of a sentence, you would need a comma before it and a comma after. Okay, so this is a giveaway. There is, however, one idea about yawning that most people would agree on. Okay, you agree on something. Yawning is contagious. If you yawn in class, others will probably yawn too. What's more, we may feel the urge to yawn even... Okay, so what do we have left? What's the most appropriate answer here? It will be at. Even at the thought of it. Okay? Overall, this is quite straightforward, right? And I hope as you are watching this and thinking about, yawning, you didn't yawn while watching the video. Okay? Okay, editing. Probably my favorite section, honestly, in paper 2, booklet B. So, Peng was feeling excited. She had been looking forward to the reunion with her primary school classmates. Most of whom, okay, it's not who, but it is whom. Because why? How will you, if let's say we phrase this into a question, whom had Peng not met for half a year? How will you answer it? You will say, she had not met them, right? She had not met them. If you use them, then therefore it is whom, okay? Words like him, her, them, therefore you use whom. Now, I'll give you another example. Let's say this question. Who is that man? How you answer it? You say something like, he is James, correct? So because you use he to answer the question, therefore it is who. Okay? Arriving at the street opposite her primary school, she understood why her friends had, so therefore chosen to meet near their school. As she passed, it's past tense, right? So pass, then sense of nostalgia, again, straightforward, nostalgia. There's a thrift shop that seemed more like a museum with antique looking objects. Another of her favorite hangouts. Okay, so I've raised this in the previous video actually, for 2020. What was it? Be is actually a verb, right? It contains several forms. Example, is, are, was, were. Okay, so this whole text is what? Past tense, right? So another of her favorite hangouts was the corner eatery. Because why? Singular. The sights and smells there led her to reminiscence. Okay, so how do you spell it? R-E, mene, then S-C-E. Okay? Something waiting for half an hour. After waiting for half an hour, to her embarrassment. Embarrassment. And you guys take note, embarrassment is double R, double S. Okay, take note, double R, double S. She realized that the gathering was actually on the 20th of June. 20th. Okay, straightforward, this editing. Quite fun as well, quite fun to do. Okay? Okay, Cloze, challenging but fun. Okay, I need you guys to adopt that attitude. I know most of you guys probably hate Cloze, but I need you guys to know that, I need you guys to see it as a challenge, okay? If you guys see it as a challenge, then it will be fun. Alright, so that's how we should approach things. Okay, so enough of the pep talk. Question 51. This is a world of convenience. We are something by things that make our lives easier, more comfortable. So what does it do? It helps us, right? We are helped by things, okay? If you are carrying a packet of tissue paper instead of a handkerchief, do something the trouble of washing it, to avoid the trouble of washing it. So far so good, right? Once you have enjoyed the convenience, it is hard to let it go. After all, who would like to do the laundry by hand, right? When you can dump the clothes into a washing machine. While we, something at the ease brought about by convenience. Okay, so you go like wow, right? You're like, you're wow. So how do we say this? We say marvel at the ease, okay? So what does it mean is to admire. Okay, or be wowed by. Okay, so that's where the the comic book company, the name comes from, I think. In 24-hour convenience stores, goods tend to cost a little more. When we order goods online, we usually pay a small fee to have them delivered to our doorsteps. Again, these two quite straightforward, tend to and delivered to. It is not only the cost we should consider, not only, okay, it goes together. In modern cities, there is an ever-growing, so this is a bit common sense. Modern cities, obviously, your technology will be more prevalent, right? A lot of people will be using tech devices. So, ever-growing number of household appliances, okay? Blah, blah, blah. Self-cleaning house might be a dream for many. Some may. So, it's like a contrast, right? Wow. And some may. So, some people like it. The others, they dislike it. When I say hate, that works as well. Taking care of our house is part of making it our home. Okay, convenience can also affect the way we think and behave. When students are asked to research a topic, but the convenience may prevent us, right? Because why? Convenience, so therefore we don't do this. We tend to be a bit lazy. Then we are unable to form our own opinions. Therefore, this prevents us from forming our own opinions, okay? Blank, helping to save time and labor. Convenience frees us up, so we have more time and energy to pursue our hobbies. So, effect, correct? This effect. The cause is what? Helping to save time and labor. So, by helping to save time and labor, convenience frees us up, blah, 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 blah. Okay, improves ourselves or something in more important activities. What do you do for activities? You participate in them, right? Participate. Okay, take note of the spelling. Participate. Yet, while we are dazzled by the bright side of convenience, let's not shut our eyes to the negative, something that may result. Negative consequences. Right? Yes, but you might think effects, but I would say consequences is a better word here, because why? Consequences has a negative idea to it. Alright? Synthesis and transformation, question 66. Ella was not careful, she broke the egg. So, Ella broke the eggs because of her carelessness. Alright, the discussion of the project to the team an entire hour. The team discussed the project for an entire hour. So far so good, I think, right? 68, Gavin was very pleased to receive the present. Gavin received the present with great pleasure. Simple. Okay, so this kind of question, dialogue question, right? You convert it to whatever they give you. I need you guys to, or rather I advise you guys to circle the words that you need to change. Okay, so I said my, drove, me, yesterday. Okay, so you know you have to change these words. The boy said that his father had driven him to school the day before. Or you want to say previous day, that works as well. Alright? Okay, Santi. If it rains, the outing to the beach will be called off. The outing to the beach will be called off in the event of rain. Okay, so it goes together, in the event of. Got it? Okay, last part, comprehension. I just want to go through one question. Question 74. Now, what does supposedly suggest about Joe's visit to Sandeep's place? What other info in the text tells us so? So, firstly, we got to understand what supposedly means, correct? So, supposedly is something that is generally believed. Okay, so make sure you note this down, make sure you understand. Supposedly, then it also indicates there's some doubt. Okay, indicates some doubt. Alright, so let's look at context here. Line 24. Sandeep inviting him to his place supposedly to play with his new pet. So, are they actually just going to play with his new pet? No, right? Because Joe, he will go in believing that this is the only thing. But actually there's something more. So, how do we answer this question? Where's my question? Okay, so it suggests that what? Joe's visit did not go as expected because he thought that they would just play with Sandeep's puppy, but they, okay, no space, so I'll just write here, but they also played a new online game till when? Till dinner time, correct? Till dinner time. Okay, got it? So you see, he went in believing that what, they were just gonna play with his puppy, but in the end they did something more, right? Play with the new online game. Alright, okay, so that's about it. I just need you guys to take note of supposedly what it means. Okay, so please make sure you, and I hope that as you guys were watching this, you guys had a notebook beside you, so you guys could have taken down all the notes and everything. Alright, so please make sure you take this down. This is what supposedly means. And yes, if you have to, feel free to watch the video again. And I hope that this video was useful for you guys, okay? This is Teacher Nat. If you want to hear more of me, watch more of me, go through other papers, we have uploaded 2020, 2019, and 2018. And there will be 2022 coming soon, shortly. Yes. Okay, so if nothing else, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.